Guys, welcome back to Robo. Hope you guys are staying safe and doing well in your houses. And today in this video what we're going to talk about is what is an RF module, what it does, how it works, what's their applications, features, everything that is there to know about an RF module. So yeah, stay tuned. As the name suggests, the RF module works at radio frequency and it ranges from 30 kHz to 300 MHz. In this RF system, the digital data is represented as the variations of amplitude of the carrier wave. The type of modulation that this system uses is an amplitude shift keying, that is an ASK modulation. The RF module is a combination of a transmitter and a receiver, and this transmitter-receiver combination works at a frequency of 433 MHz. The RF transmitter receives serial data and transmits it wirelessly through its RF antenna. The transmission is happening at a rate of 1 kbps to 10 kbps, and the RF receiver receives the transmitted data and is operating at the same frequency as that of the transmitter. In many projects we use the RF module to transmit and receive the data because it has higher volume than the IR. The RF module will always work in pairs, that is, it will always have a transmitter and a receiver to send and receive data. Like the transmitter will send the data and the receiver will receive the data, as the name suggests. So the data can be sent from one way to the other but not the other way around. Transmitter module consists of 3 pins, that is the VCC, the data and the ground. The VCC pin has a wide range of input voltages ranging from 3 volts to 12 volts, and the transmitter consumes a minimum amount of current, that is of 9 milliampere, that can go as high as 40 milliampere during transmission. The setup pin is the data pin that is used to transmit the signals, and the signal is modulated using ASK as said before, and it is sent at a frequency of 433 MHz. The RF receiver has mainly 4 pins, that is the VCC, D out, linear out and the ground. The VCC of the receiver should be powered with a regulated 5 volt supply, and the operating current of this module is less than 5.5 milliampere. The pins D out and linear out are shorted together to receive the 433 MHz signal that was sent by the transmitter. This signal is then demodulated to get the original data and then is sent out through the data pin. This is the RF transmitter circuit diagram, and this is the RF receiver circuit diagram. As seen before, the transmitter and receiver work with encoders and decoders, but are these encoders and decoders necessary? Well, not really. You simply have to plug in both the modules with the specified voltage that we mentioned before, and that's it, it will run. But then there is one big drawback in this case, that you will have only one button on the sender side and one output on the receiver side. So you just have one input and one output. So if you want to have multiple inputs and outputs, you have to have an encoder and a decoder. The ST12E and the ST12D are 4-bit data decoder encoder modules. That means we can make up to 2 into 4, that is 16 different inputs and output variations. These both are 18 pin ICs which operates at 3 volt to 12 volt input supplies. As said, these are 4 data bits and 8 address bits. These 8 address bits have to be set same both on the encoder and decoder to make them work as a pair. Coming to the applications, there are many applications of an RF module. Namely, you have vehicle monitoring, remote control, telemetry, wireless home security systems, wireless data transmissions, digital audio video transmissions, and even the remote robot controls. There are many more applications, and there's a lot more information on this on our blog. You can go check it out. The link is down in the description. And that's it. That is all to know about the RF module, how it works, the features, applications, everything. And I hope you enjoyed this video. And if you did, please leave it a like and share with your friends who want to know about what an RF module is, how it works. Share with them. We actually wanted to make more project-based videos, but then the lockdown has been reinstated over here. So we'll try to make them as soon as possible. So yeah, comment down below what other type of content would you want to see from us. And yeah, subscribe if you already haven't. We're trying to build a proper DIY community over here. And that's it. Thank you so much for watching. We'll see you next time.